Gotcha. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. We're doing something very, very different. So get ready. Yeah. Get ready. But I am Victor Danders, the hardest working man in comics.
And I am Ryan Seymour, king of my living room today.
Sometimes you got to switch things up. You got to switch things up. You know, I'm literally, so I'm coming to you from the past and a couple hundred miles away. So I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana, which is in Central Time. So I'm literally an hour behind you guys. So this is me talking to the future. How's it? What are there flying cars? Do we have flying cars yet?
Not yet.
No? Okay. Well, dang. I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, may as well. You never know.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to over the next hour. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to do something that we normally don't do. We're going to do a special spoiler-filled episode for what I would definitely qualify would have been Book of the Week, without question. Do we agree with this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the other ones I was able to get read. The reason we're late, and I apologize to y'all,
we were in the process of moving my shop, and I left my bag of comics twice. So yeah, this is all my fault.
It happens. It totally happens. So we're going to do a spoiler-filled rundown of Magic Order, Volume 3, Number 6.
Yes.
The end of this volume, because Volume 4 starts like almost immediately.
Yeah, I think within the next couple of weeks, because I think Nemesis Reloaded number 1 is next week, and I think maybe the week after or the week after that. So within the next 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it is truly a Miller world out here, and we're just living in it. Okay, so all the things. Okay, so we got to catch you guys up. Okay, so what all has happened? Regan, the good brother, has been stripped of his magic.
He broke the rules.
He did. He broke the rules, man.
Yeah.
Why did he?
But he knowingly did it, and he took it like totally forthright. Like, I did it. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to accept my punishment, and I respect the heck out of that. But man, because in the Magic Order universe, if you break the rules of magic, and one of the rules you use the magic for your own personal gain or different stuff like that, and what happens is you're kind of excommunicated from the Magic Order and like all magic users. You're stripped of your magic powers, and they walk you through the process behind that.
The process of that was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, like everything made sense. Like even as like if it was just a symbol. Like one of the things is you take like a 72-hour shower or some extra long shower based on the amount of time you've had magic.
Right.
And like if that's just symbolism, that's so next level.
Yeah. Listen, your wrinkly skinned self when you come out of that shower, oh my God.
Yeah. And everybody that uses magic has to turn their back on you.
That's right.
You lose your like he's losing his entire family.
His entire existence, man.
Yeah. His sister, his father, a potential reunion with his mother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His niece. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Okay, so one of the things that Mark has done incredibly well, first of all, let's give a shout out. Mark Miller is the writer of this one, and Gigi Cavanago brings such magic to life.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah. Every artist they have on each volume has been ridiculous.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so looking at it, like clearly his sister had the hardest time. Cordelia had the hardest time affecting this, right? Because she's the head of the Magic Order. She has to be judicious. She can't let it slide because it's her brother, because everything will fall apart, and she knows it.
Yeah.
This hurts.
And her character development from the moment that we started reading about her in the first volume, and how she was the black sheep of the family. She didn't really fit in.
The darks.
Yeah, she was a drinker. She was an enjoyer of the fleshly pleasures with random people. Like your total ne'er-do-well. And over the course of this, she's become the responsible one. She's learned the weight. She bears the weight of this entire system. And if she fails, like you said, the entire Magic Order collapses. And we've seen the various other factions, like the European faction in Volume 2, that, you know, they may have been bad, but they had a claim to the throne. Who else is out there that would step in?
Who else is gonna right? And if she doesn't hold the fort,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, there's a lot that can happen.
Yeah.
I did appreciate her breakdown, like literally feeling like after it was said that she did the job, but to do the job hurt her.
Yeah.
And that was brilliant. Like, I mean, not that we haven't seen her show wild emotions before, but this was so authentic of a pain.
Yeah.
I appreciated that.
She's losing a brother. Like it's not just like, okay, well, he's not part of my working family anymore. I'm losing my brother, like my actual flesh and blood, one of the few people that understand me. And and
absolutely heartbreaking.
And the de facto current father of her niece.
Right.
Like Regan was taking care of her.
Yeah, because it's now the second brother that she's left. Technically third.
Technically.
But it's the second brother she's lost in however many, years or so.
Yeah.
And that's painful. That's absolutely painful. But again, like him understanding the rules, he saw what he had to do and was like, even his explanation as to why he did it.
Yeah.
You kind of get. You're like, dude, I died already.
Yeah.
I would do anything to protect myself from that. You're like,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah. He's only wrong if he gets caught. That's it. Like, as long as he doesn't get caught, he's cool. You ain't cheating. You ain't playing.
Yeah, come on. It's all fair. It's all fair. Okay, so we go from that bit of family tragedy to what could be the greatest love story never told. I mean, come on.
Because you got Leonard Moonstone and Salome Moonstone, or Salome Moonstone. And
it's probably Salome.
Probably. It's probably something like that. And you find out it's like, oh no, it's actually Josh. Just
pronounced. And you're like, oh,
the E was silent.
Sorry, it's very Scottish. It's very Scottish. Don't worry about it.
You got those two young lovers.
Yeah.
They start their family, and she can see the future, and she knows what's going to happen to all of her kids. Like, that's so, knowing as a father, if I knew exactly what was going to happen to my kids, and knowing that there is not a thing I could do to prevent it, I can understand the running away. Like, I would still stick around to try to stop it.
especially if what you foresee is bad.
Yeah.
If what you foresee is bad, how do you stick around and just let that happen? Because how do you not feel like that's what you're doing? I'm letting bad things happen to you.
Mm-hmm. But her choice to leave, although on one level is cowardly, but she's leaving to prepare to try to stop it. Like one less, and you're leaving them in the care of Leonard Moonstone, like one of the most powerful wizards, magic users in the world,
in the entire world. Yeah.
So I totally get that. And that scene where she's about to leave, she's got the bags packed, and there's that last conversation. Oh my gosh, the more I read, the less I like the senior Moonstone.
Really?
Because I'm like, I don't know, because it looks like he like semi-robbed the birthright of one person.
Password.
He we'll get to that. Something else is referenced. We'll get to that when we get to the dinner conversation.
Sure.
And he tried to like abort my girl Cordelia. I mean, that one's still.
That's kind of a harsh one, but again, maybe he was trying to, I don't know, save face for the fact that he was married, and technically Cordelia is not born from her, which makes me wonder, does she qualify for the vision that
I wonder the same thing. Because it's always my kids.
Right. But that one technically doesn't belong to you. So I don't know. Which I think is really interesting. There's a lot of wiggle room with that. So I cannot wait to see how that may play out. Okay, so when it comes to candy conversations though, Salome wins everything. The strangest place I've ever had sex, that story, wow. Wow.
Yeah. That's a pretty good story.
That's a great story. Mark, I
Is
need
there
to
a
know
story?
who you got that from. I need to know who you got that from. You can say it's someone I know. You don't want to give away actual details. That's cool. But I need to know that you got that from somebody on Reddit somewhere. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I got to know where this is from. Like, wow. Yes, I know we said we're going to spoil things. That one, no, you have to read that. You have to read that for yourself. If you were the ambulance driver, though,
let him live.
Would that freak you out?
I might take a longer route to the hospital. Just let him.
I got it. It's CPR. I promise. It's CPR.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is insane. Okay, so yeah, this opportunity for dinner.
They're made for each other.
They really are, and I've never seen a more lovesick, broken couple where, by all rights, it should not work.
Yeah,
and I'm still rooting for you. Like, I'm so avidly rooting for you.
They're star-crossed. Like, they're simultaneously destined for each other and destined for heartache, because we already know the things that are going to go wrong in their relationship. Like, it's going to happen when when you're hurting kids. Like, that's gonna hurt a family. But they're finally stepping up. They're like, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna get together. We're gonna go destroy this monster, and then we're gonna come back as a couple. And the rules in the past of us having an open relationship, we just keep it on the down low. We don't rub it in each other's face. That's gone. We're gonna be totally committed to each other. And that's when another one of Elder Moonstone's sins gets referenced. He fell in love.
He did.
You're allowed to fool around with. You're allowed to go on dates, but you don't fall in love.
You don't do it. You're not allowed to do that. Those are the rules, and you did it.
Yeah.
And because you did it, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So okay. Spoiler. Salome is not on the up and up.
Yeah.
Did you see that coming at all?
No. I knew the second thing. I thought something was totally coming. I didn't know exactly what, but for this particular one, I didn't see it coming.
It got me.
When the art changed, the backgrounds changed, the eyes.
That wasn't okay. That wasn't okay. It wasn't okay at all. That's so dark.
It was both a righteous vengeance, because she ends up stabbing the Elder Moonstone, stabbing him to death. And she's she's not necessarily in the service of the monster, but
no, but I mean, she's already fallen.
Yeah,
and let me ask you this. Okay, the stabbing, was that a love move? Because I mean, his blood is already being turned to lava.
Yeah, like what more do you need to do?
I feel like stabbing him was an act of love and mercy,
or
maybe.
And I wonder this: every other major death has been like some epic where reality has been bent. People have been removed from existence, or like drowned inside a car driving down the highway. All these different things, and his blood's being turned to lava. That's going to kill him. Like, there's no way out. But I wonder if she struck that blow before he died, so that she could kill him. Like, that was like, okay, all this bad stuff is happening to you.
I want to be the one. Ooh, that's a good point.
Because I was wondering the same thing too. Like, why is she going through the process of doing that
if he's already dying? I don't.
Yeah, but I can see that. I can see the thing of like, there's that little bit of her left that doesn't have the spider's influence, and like, I'm going to try to kill you before you really, really suffer. Sure. God, now I'm wondering. Now I'm curious.
Now, the way of her possession. It's okay. So to me, it's almost world building with its scale, right? Because it's suggesting like there's things that are happening right under our noses that we're not even paying attention to, because we don't know to pay attention to it. And because of the way this is being told in not quite in the same fashion as 1 and 2 that has like this set story arc, but like this one seems like this amazing progressive ongoing chapter, right? So I'm wondering, like, how far are we being set up here in terms of Magic Order stories? How many like volumes are there going to be? Because
I thought there was 4
so far, right?
Yeah.
Because I
wonder
mean,
if there's going to be another one, like another one beyond the one that's coming out.
I don't know. What's is 5 a magic number? Does that count? Would you stop at 5?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Now I got to do some kind of like weird occult research to find out what the magic number is to stop at, because it's because everything else has been like, I know a lot of weird crap, but like some of the weird crap that's been happening in this, I've been researching. I'm like, oh my god, like how does Miller know? You got to go down some rabbit holes.
You guys, this is some dark web talk right here. I don't know if you want to look at this. Okay, so yeah, because I mean, again, like after the death of Senior Moonstone, we're seeing again the framework of the Magic Order world and questions being asked of characters. You know, the Vault Keeper, like we are seeing this world really unfold, not just as a platform for these particular stories, but for all of these characters, which I think is it's almost a crazy experiment where Mark has taken the time to go, okay, here are all these characters, and here's the situation. All right, here's another set of characters that will reframe these characters and uplift them. Okay, now we're like, tell us more about this world, because we're introduced to characters that have purposes that we have not seen before, and really kind of going, but wait, there's more, and but wait, there's even more here. This is like a whole Tolkien level expansion pack. This is crazy.
100%, because you got different characters over the course of it that we're now really kind of seeing their full value. Like they weren't some like one-dimensional villain, or they weren't some one-dimensional love interest.
Right.
Like these are characters that have way more pull than we as readers understood. And we're finding out these things that, like the monster, the puzzle that they're trying to solve and destroy. That thing's always been there. Uncle, that's hanging out the painting.
Still waiting.
Right?
Just dangling fruit.
His entire backstory, when initially we're just like, oh, Uncle Edgar, he's the the wacky uncle that lives in the painting. Like, no, he is some monster of unimaginable power. And you've got these things that are there, and it is as Rogue One, as Mandalorian, as Andor are to Star Wars, because the Star Wars stuff is all the Skywalkers and their Skywalkeriness.
Oh my God, is that what this is? This
the extended universe with all this other stuff is so much more interesting, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
I think you might be absolutely right. You might be absolutely right.
Hi, Tess.
Hi, Tess. I was like, wait a minute. Is Mark infiltrating us right now? Oh, amazing. Oh my God. That's brilliant. Okay. So to wrap this up, we got to get into what Sammy Lou just found out.
Because he's also in violation.
He's absolutely in violation.
Yeah. Deserving of no less than what Reagan got.
Right. They just haven't caught him yet.
Yeah. He's not the same man Reagan is. He's not cut from the same cloth. He is not going to take it like, you know what? I screwed up. I understand my punishment.
This is what I did.
I'm moving on. I love you all. Peace. Right. He's going to hide. He's going to lie. And he tried to. Because as he's walking into that conference room, one of his money people's like, hey, we got to do some magic stuff because we're losing a ton of money. And he's like, no. Reagan, we can't. We got to lay low. And
we got to keep it in a hush. And then we get a reveal. He is visited by, and again, to tie this all the way back to the very freaking beginning. What?
Because we thought, okay, so he is sure the Moonstones know they're on him.
Yes.
And then, sure enough, a Moonstone shows up.
A Moonstone, keyword, A, right? Not Cordelia.
No. Reagan can't because Reagan's gone.
No, Reagan's gone.
It's
not one of the other heavy hitters, right? Yeah. Like from the Moonstone clan side. Yeah. No. It is the niece. It is the sweet niece.
Looking scary. Like she's floating up in the air. There's like green light around her. Like something.
True possession. Possession.
Oh, like some Japanese horror movie looking stuff.
Oh my God. And like I'm looking at it right now, and okay. I felt many certain things with Sasha, right?
Yeah.
I did not want him to be the bad guy. I really didn't. And
I didn't want him to succeed.
Right.
I wanted him to succeed because, like, if he is sensing,
if he's saying that, like something is up.
Yeah, there's a darkness in her. Like there is a monster. There is something that is it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be
bad.
She's gonna wreak complete chaos on the world. The only way to stop it is to stop it now.
Right now.
You gotta kill a kid, a child.
How terrible is that? And here we find he was 1,000,000% justified.
I don't want
to spoil who.
Yeah, because I don't think he was right, but I don't think he knew why he was right.
He didn't. He had no idea. He couldn't tell.
He couldn't tell how right he was sooner.
But I mean, like, imagine, like, look at how close he came to Scooby doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the family showing up, he would have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those meddling Moonstones, he would have gotten away with it and actually saved them, because what is on the horizon, who she is possessed by, has a long running grudge.
Yeah.
And when it comes to bear, there's going like, no, this is going to be bad for the Moonstone clan.
Because without spoiling what she is, she made a deal. She's like, Sammy, I know what you're doing. It's just a matter of time before Cordelia knows what you're doing. But us Moonstones are going to die. You don't want to be, you want to be on the winning side. Join me.
Come on. Don't you know who I am? Like, don't you recognize me?
Right?
Come on.
And then when we find out, I was just like, whoosh. I never thought that. Never thought that.
What? I mean, okay, the level of magic that had to be used at the right time in order to do
by that person to do that.
Powerful.
I don't know if they're riding shotgun or they're driving.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Access to how much power is there. And
that's the question.
So you've got the niece, you've got the puzzle with Mama Moonstone, you've got Uncle Edgar.
Oh my God!
You got Sammy. I don't trust that the European family is completely gone.
No,
because
the Corn family could easily just show back up.
What other regions of the world haven't we seen yet? We haven't seen South America, the indigenous populations from that area and their magic. We haven't seen
Africa. Like, come on, like that could go. Let's go.
Or have we?
I can't wait.
Started to see Africa in the beginning. I wonder. Like
they do have very mask-like looks to them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But this is like, I'm getting, as I'm reading this, it's giving me the vibes like Game of Thrones or The Wire. I'm gonna go with The Wire because there's more, like there's intrigue in Game of Thrones, but with The Wire there's this complex web of relationships with the characters, and each beat, each jaw drop is timed perfectly for the end of an episode or the end of a season. And this was the end of a season that I'm like, when's the next one? Because I ain't waiting a year and a half.
Oh my God. This was phenomenal. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Because this is one that's supposed to be a series, right? It's not going to be a movie.
Yes. Yeah, no, I think it's supposed to be a series. So yeah. What a build up. I think like in this one, Mark is playing. He's playing around. He's building. He's developing. We're getting all the goodies, and this was a phenomenal read. So highly recommend.
Yes,
absolutely go out and read. Magic Order Volume 3, Number 6.
Yeah, go get the
all
trade
Magic
paperbacks for
Order.
the first two. Yeah,
Yeah, like you need all of it. You need all of it. I'm sure there's a trade paperback on deck for this one soon.
Yeah.
So it'll catch you all the way up before Volume 4 starts because oh my god, absolute magic.
Yeah, 'cause from what I understand, they're basically done. Like they're written, they're drawn. I think they just need to go to press.
Yep.
But like, if someone sent me all of them in PDF form, I would read them right now and keep my mouth shut.
Same.
Favor.
Push.
Yeah.
Hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Shove.
Yeah. Just this is so good. Like if you don't like spoilers, you hated this episode. We apologize. If you do like spoilers, we hope you love this. Actually, let us know. Let us know below what you like, because we're looking to increase our content output and give you a little bit of variety. But we want to know what you want as the viewer.
Exactly. So definitely let us know. And though we were a little bit late, as always, we are here for you every week. So hopefully you click that thumbs up, like it, because we hope that you did. And to catch us every week,
hit subscribe and the bell. It'll let you know. Make sure in your settings it says it's cool for YouTube to tell you. But yeah, every week we do this. Most of the time it's Wednesday morning when you see us. Sometimes I screw up everything and it'll be Friday morning, but that's just how we roll.
We're still here, okay? Better late than never. That's how we do it.
Hell yeah.
So that's Black, White, Red all over for this week. Magic Order spoiler, all worth it. Read it. You'll love it.
Heck yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.